got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Into the air right away is Allen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On 2nd and 10. Allen got his man, Robbie Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
strike. Check strike. Ready?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, he'll complete this one to Watson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
On play action, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point. kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. If they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Throwing is Allen on third. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen completes it once more to Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tua. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Dolphins at 14-2 heading into this final week. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Gregory
Rousseau able to bring him down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds Pickens over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And even 100 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. And I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. George Pickens, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And again, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. First and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Caught on the slant. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well. The nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's only got left to prevent the first down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second and 9, Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he stopped immediately there. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Fights through him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Tua now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does drive even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here we go.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquise Goodwin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively, maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.